What if taxes in America suddenly went to zero? Day one feels amazing. People take home more money instantly. Investors go crazy. Stocks jump because everyone thinks consumers are about to spend like maniacs. Then reality starts walking into the room. The government still wakes up the next morning with the same bills. The military still needs funding. Social Security still sends checks. Medicare still pays hospitals. Roads still need repairs. Schools, police, firefighters, courts, veterans benefits, disaster relief, all of it still costs money. America just turned off the money machine that feeds the whole system. So the government now has three basic options. It can slash spending, borrow like crazy, or print money through the system one way or another. If it slashes spending, huge parts of American life get hit immediately. Hospitals, schools, infrastructure projects, public transit, housing support, all of it starts feeling pressure. If it borrows instead, debt explodes, and rates go even higher. If it leans on money creation, inflation starts heating up. In reality, it doesn't pick just one. It does a bit of everything, and that's where things start breaking. Social Security and Medicare get thrown into chaos fast. Tens of millions of retirees start wondering whether their checks keep coming the same way. Hospitals begin demanding answers. Insurance markets get shaky. Suddenly, the same guy who loved zero taxes in January is yelling in April because his grandma's care got tangled up in a political knife fight. Businesses also start getting a more mixed picture. Yes, people have more money in their pockets, but interest rates are climbing because the government is borrowing like crazy. That means all loans get pricier. Month 4 gets messy. States and cities suddenly have zero income. Police departments start shrinking because there is no money to pay officers. Roadwork stops almost overnight. Schools cut staff fast because budgets collapse. Public services slow down everywhere. Even basic things like getting paperwork done take longer because the system has fewer people and fewer resources. The whole local level of the country starts running on fumes. Rich people and big corporations would probably benefit the most at first because they keep massive amounts of money they used to hand over. By month 6, the country starts arguing about something deeper. What exactly is America now? Because taxes are the price tag on having a giant organized society. Remove that price tag and somebody still pays, just in a different form. Maybe you pay through inflation, maybe through private tolls, private security, private schools, private infrastructure, private health system, private everything. That sounds cool until you realize you're basically replacing taxes with 100 separate bills, each one showing up like a jump scare. Imagine roads full of potholes because maintenance got delayed. Then private road companies step in and slap tolls everywhere. Imagine richer neighborhoods funding great schools while poorer areas get gutted. Imagine disaster relief depending on emergency fundraising and corporate partnerships. Like the country is a live stream with a donation bar. By the end of year 1, America hits a hard limit. With zero taxes, there is no income. Borrowing stops working fast because lenders realize there is no clear way for them to get paid back. At some point, there just aren't enough buyers left. That's when the system turns to creating money at a massive scale just to keep things running. At that point, inflation starts accelerating. People stop thinking in months and start thinking in days. Money comes in and gets spent quickly because holding it feels like losing it. At the same time, spending gets cut wherever it can because even printing doesn't fully cover the gap. The government keeps core functions alive, but a lot of other services get reduced, delayed, or pushed onto the private sector. What used to be standard becomes something you have to pay for yourself or go without. The economy splits. People with assets or businesses adapt and stay ahead of rising costs. Everyone else just gets left behind. The middle class gets squeezed because saving in cash stops working and income struggles to keep up. Globally, the dollar loses its special position. Other countries move away from it because it becomes unstable. Trade still happens, but with less reliance on the US and less advantage for it. The country still runs, but it runs differently. Money moves faster, planning gets shorter, and stability depends more on what you own than what you earn. The system doesn't collapse in one moment. It shifts into something more unstable, more uneven, and harder to rely on.